Hey guys, welcome back. Now, since we have the maintenance page set up and we have the font set up, we got pretty much everything set up. Now let's start building the templates. All right. So to start with, we're going to go to templates. No, we're not. Sorry, headers. Let's start with the header. So here we have the header and the footer. So we're going to start with building the header, footer, and then we'll build the pages and their templated sections. Okay. All right. So first of all, let's add a header. Now in this case, this is the global header. Global header, apply location everywhere. Don't worry about priority because it's not like the header is going to be clashing with any other header at the moment, so it's not a problem. And let's add it. There we go. And we are going to start editing it. There was this comedian who was talking about edit. I forgot who it was. Could be Pete Holmes. Could be Pete Holmes. I don't know. Anyways, he was talking about, I think it's Pete Holmes. Yeah, he's talking about how edit and edited, the past of edit is edited, right? So if you are trying to say that really quickly or in a sentence, you say, I edited it, I edited it. Anyways, it's a Pete Holmes joke. That's not important. All right, so where are we? We need the logo to put here, right? So I think I already exported the logo. Let me go find the logo. Give me a second. All right, got it. So here we have the full logo. So that is the full. It's the full logo, and it's the same thing. Should be a favicon. Oh well, that's not important. So all we need is full logo. All right. It's an SVG file that we are actually going to just drop in as an SVG file because on what is it? On scroll, we're gonna sticky the header. Okay, so let's start with adding a header. Okay, and we are gonna add a code block. Oh, last I checked, uploading an SVG as code directly, now that's the icon, that's the smaller one, that's just that. Let's get the full logo. So yeah, uploading the full logo directly caused problems because of the XML. Let me just see if this works. If this doesn't, I'll show you how we can make it work, all right? But let's see how this works. All right. Oh, it works. Oh, that's good. It didn't work before, so that's good. Cool. All right. And we're gonna disable the builder label because that causes sizing issues when we're building. It's better to see what we're working with. So let's do that. And we're gonna add the menu. Okay. Now we don't actually have a menu, so let's go add a menu. Let's go make a menu and all right, top navigation. That I use that. I probably use that everywhere, so that's in there. Okay, so we're just going to add random links for now. We're not going to use, we should be adding pages properly, but we're not going to do that now. We'll just use these just as placeholders. So that's home, about, courses, my classes, that kind of stuff. All right, so home, about, it really doesn't matter if it's capitalized or not, about, courses, keep missing the shift, my, nope, not there, there we go, my classes, what else we got, articles and contact. Cool, let's save that and let's refresh this so it'll show. I think that it might not actually be an issue even if we don't refresh. Maybe it just picks up, just searches for the menus that moment directly, but I don't know. All right, so now we need a menu. All right, I'm gonna add a regular WordPress menu because, yeah, so you saw that loading thing. So I guess when we add it, it just finds it. It just looks for the menu. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Now, I usually don't like using extravagant menus. I think it doesn't always add much to the experience, and I'm not a big fan. If you do like it, then there's no problem adding like a proper full menu, like this menu builder, and then you can have like a mega menu where you have like big panels coming in. I think it's just all done in the builder. Let's just add that. It's all right. Let me just take this out. All right, so here we have stuff like this and that, which is great. You know, I mean, it's fine, but let's just see how it would look. Over here. All right, so I'm pretty sure they changed it to say nav. There we go. It says nav class. It is just using divs. Okay. Well, personally, I don't use it. I'm not interested in like full-on mega menu panels anyways, but although it doesn't matter as much as some people are very pedantic about, very picky about, but technically it should say nav and it should use a regular list item like regular WordPress menus do, and I think that's safer, not only in terms of accessibility, because the Breakdance menu accessibility has had some problems, and I think they fixed it quite a bit, so I'm sure it's fine now, but I'm just gonna save that, see if that works. All right, I'm sure it's fine now, but yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about where oh, there we go. Links, typography. We're gonna use Plex Mono. Yep, there we go. That's good. And is it bold? It's gonna be bold, right? Yeah. And what else we got? It's supposed to be, this is, I would see typing this is quicker for me. And what's the size here? You can see that's 16, so that would be 0.8 rem. There we go. 16 is 0.88 rem. There we go. I press period twice just to get that decimal to register properly because it doesn't do that well. All right, so we're done. Okay, one most important thing that I need to do here is to get this guy to sticky. Now, when we sticky, for some reason, oh, what's this? Oh, we can change things. All right, so never disable. Yeah, just leave it. Nope, I don't think it matters at all. So yeah, something that I think should have been fixed, but maybe I don't know, maybe it's just part of how breakdance is going to behave in the future, but what it does is the page content goes under the header. So normally you have a header, and then so you have a header here, and then the page content starts under the header, and then when you start scrolling, the JavaScript picks up the scroll, and then it gets pushed up, and then it pushes itself down to sticky. So that's how normally headers work, and I'm pretty sure that's how the breakdance header is supposed to work, because if you look at the code, see, did you see that? Did you see that just jump up? Because the body is right underneath it. You see that? It's underneath the header. All right, so I can't scroll because there's no content there. All right, let's edit that and add some content. I'll come back when I add content. Okay, added content, and let's refresh this. So as you can see, the body, the first section here, the body is underneath the header. So you can see, oh, you can't see, I'm pointing to the screen. So you can see here that the padding is under the header, right? And if you look at the header, see, it says breakdance element, header builder, sticky scroll slide, right? And if you scroll, now it says sticky styles, right? So it's picking up, all right, so it's picking up on the scrolls. See that? You see that change there? It's picking up where it is and telling the code that it is detecting the scroll. Now, that means, now the reason why I think this is not done the way it was supposed to, and this has been overlooked, is because it says position fixed. If it were, so you don't need fixed to sticky something. Sorry. If you're wait, let me get this together. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll be back. Okay, so normally normal headers are not position fixed. All right? Because if you're going to use position fixed, you don't need that JavaScript class change. See, this is all the class. So JavaScript is changing the classes so it will have a certain behavior. If you're gonna fix the position, you don't need that. And because the position is fixed, that's why the content overlaps underneath it. Underlaps it. Okay? That's why that happens. So from what I can see here, because it says fixed, but the header sort of has its changes, I don't think it's supposed to be relative before it scrolls, and when it starts scrolling, it's supposed to change to fixed. I think that is how it's supposed to work, and that's how every other sticky header works. So I think that was an oversight here. It's been missed, but we're gonna have to work around it, because if you know what to do now, later when this is fixed, then you can take it out, right? So that's one thing you got to do. All right, so I'll give you the code for this later when we start building out the pages. It's actually very easy and interesting, so we'll talk about that later when we do CSS. Oh, I don't have to talk about that. We can do it right here. We have it. Okay, so we're still talking about the header. That's okay. All right, so right here, under the header. Now, the easiest way to target the header is just write header, right? But it's best that we keep everything under the breakdance umbrella in classes. So we'll just write that. All right, and we'll leave header. Now, if we want to add extra code to header, then we can here, all right? And that's why it's better to have breakdance written there. All right, so underneath header, you see header and you see the section underneath it, right? So put a plus. Plus means the next one. So the one that is right underneath that element in the document flow. So you see header right here, and the next element is section. So we can target that by saying section. Okay? And with this, let's see how tall the header is. You can see that it is 96 pixels high. Do you see that right here? Right here? Right here? 96 pixels high. So that would be, I don't know, 96 divided by 20, 4.8. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to do 5 rem because this is all white anyways. So there's no image that is like flush to under the bottom line of the header or anything. So yeah. All right. We're going to give it a margin on top because, as you see, the section has its, the section container underneath it has a padding, but we're going to use a margin on top. This can have its own padding, but I don't know, we'll just use that. 5 rem. All right. And Dropbox has synced, and we can now check it. And there we go. Right, header, section. Right, so you can see that header plus section margin top. So that targets this guy and only this guy. Okay, so after this, you don't have to worry about it. And it will work with any section because it just says section. All right, you can also use BD section if you want to, but we'll just use the simplest code here. And as you scroll, headers there, so that's good. Now we will add some styles to this in a minute, but yeah, there we go. So we got our sticky header and we're ready to roll. All right, I will see you in the header styling part in the next video. Okay, bye.